Hey, what's up? Scott Balkum here with Imagination Creation Films, and well, today it's Friday, and because I like Fridays, and you do too, we should live stream, right? So, yep, it's Friday, and it's one of my favorite days that end in Y, and live streaming is one of my favorite things to do on Fridays. So, hey, how's it going? How's your world? Is everybody doing okay out there in the wonderful world of the interwebs? Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. It's one of those days. I have no idea if this is. It's dropping frames. Yay! We're feeling good there. Hopefully it's streaming to the right. It seems like it is. Okay. Well, I guess I'm doing everything I need to do to make sure that this is working. So I have my trusty cigar here. We've got a Alec Bradley here. This is a what is it? Tempest? Yeah. Or what is that? Yeah, Tempest. This is an interesting cigar. We'll see if it gets me into a headache world, because Alec Bradley's always seemed to get me into that little world of headaches. I don't know why. But it is, ooh, that's a little dry. Nice. Time to readjust the humidor. But come on now. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Come on. Yeah, you good boy. There you go. So, who is out there in the wonderful world? I have been super busy this week. Been editing. Tobacco. Been editing. I have been shooting some stuff. Nice. I don't know if you saw already. Yeah. I don't know if you saw already, but my intro to lighting video is now out. I think. Isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I talk about lighting. Yeah. It is out because everything's blurring together. And I have another video that'll be coming out on Monday that I've already shot and edited, and it is uploaded and ready to go. We have the contest that was announced this morning. Well, it's not a contest, a challenge. Contest is probably wrong, although we'll see what happens as this thing progresses. For now, it's a challenge, and it's a challenge to make you a better filmmaker, as well as all of us, as we would like to. But I'm going to be doing a lot of kind of cinematography 101 videos, just little short 5 to 10 minute videos that talk about lighting and all the aspects of lighting that are important, as well as camera work and cinematography moves, that just kind of piggybacking that challenge. It's kind of funny because when my buddy Bill Howard out in the East Coast there came to me with the idea of the challenge, it actually worked out really well, because I was planning on doing these videos anyway. And so now I can use those videos to kind of kick up a challenge as well. Hello, Kyle, beardless miner. I'm not a miner. It's all gray. What are you talking about? Old enough to talk about filmmaking? I am old enough to talk about filmmaking. I am quite old. No, I'm surprised. At 3:30 on Friday, there's just not much more people out there. I mean, Kyle, you're there. I appreciate that. How's your wonderful day going? Everything you could hope it could be? How's your little mini docs going? Did you tag HEB in your HEB turkey thing? I think you should. They probably would be like, well, that's kind of thoughtful. That's Oh, and hey, buddy. What's up? What do you want? Why are you bothering me? My My creature now has a name, and it got it the funniest of ways. Somebody went through or was watching one of my videos and had the closed captioning on YouTube, and YouTube does go out and it just tries to see what it can figure out for your closed captioning. And so when I said, "Hey, what's up, Scott Balkum here," it read something completely different, and that is now the name of my creature. I'll wait to introduce him at a later time, but he is featured in my my hard and soft light video that comes out on Monday. But you know. So let's see. Editing got lots of edits in my queue of things to do. Editing stuff for various people, including myself. Shooting stuff here in the studio. I think I mentioned that I got the green screen lit properly with the angled quasars, and I have now figured out what is that? I don't like it when you put things on my green screen. And then also did some nice lighting setups for the seamless paper that's back there. So that is a fantastic and affordable way to get a cool look. Now, Kyle, if you have not watched that video, you should watch that video, because it's exactly what we were talking about the other day at your house about the 3-point lighting and how you don't necessarily need it, but why you're trying to accomplish with those lights what it is that you're actually trying to accomplish. Yeah, the clicking noise is my dog's toenails walking around on my floor. That's why it's getting smoky. I knew I missed something. I have to turn on the vent fan. There we go. I was like, why is the smoke just lingering right in front of me? I mean, it provides for that cool ambiance and atmosphere, but not quite the atmosphere I was looking for. Yep, orange background, yep. And then if you watch the challenge video, which, Kyle, you know, the challenge video would be a great video for you to, or great challenge for you to join in because it is all the things that can help you in your filmmaking journey. And I did a slate blue, I think it is. It's a sky blue. It's a light blue seamless background on that one. And then on the one that's on Monday. I can't decide which one I like better. I like the orange because it's neat, but it's orange. It's very, very orange. And it's not supposed to be orange. It's supposed to be saying, no, you're not going out. And the blue kind of looks gray when you light it with tungsten and you light yourself for daylight, and then you color balance to daylight. It kind of gets a grayish wash back there, which is, I didn't think it was that bad either. I can put another seamless up there. I think I was just going to do white, because white, then I can, well, Texans are not orange. Texas is orange. Texas is blue, red, and white, red, white, and blue. I'm sure there's some similarity to that to the U.S. You just never, ever know. Wonder what... Well, I mean, did you get a notification, or did you see it on Facebook that this was live? This is pretty odd that almost no one is joining in, but, I mean, I'm not the most popular person on the planet, so maybe it's just a bad Friday. You just never know. Oh, Email notification. Oh, interesting. I figured so far, of all the live streams I've done, I've had the most number of people show up Um, I've had the. Well, these people don't listen. Ugh. Um, Sorry about that. I've had the most number of people on a Friday join and participate, so I've started moving my Thursdays to Friday, and then this just you, and that's cool. It's a little quality time with Kyle. I get it. Yeah, it works out for me. It works probably works for you too. It's kind of nice. I'm over my Black Magic video. That one is it kind of settled down really right after I live streamed about that Black Magic video. That it basically there are a slew of, I don't know if I'd call them trolls. I kind of need to call them trolls because of their methods and activity. But I went around to every other Black Magic video, and any video that wasn't raving mad about how awesome the camera is, they left the same type of negative comments, basically slamming the user, saying the user doesn't know how to use it, no matter what. And I looked at some of them, and some of the footage was beautiful, and they're like, you don't know how to use it. Okay. Hey, Jason, how are you? 50 years? I don't know about 50. Maybe younger, thinner. Maybe not too much thinner. You always have a movie script idea. Hello, Bill Howard. Or Bill Howard. I'll try to pronounce it like you pronounce my name. Those of you who don't know Bill Howard is the other half of this SB50 challenge. Basically, he created the idea. And his channel and I are going to be doing the challenges, the staging of them, and then we'll be talking about all the submissions and such. Jason, you should join this challenge. For full disclosure, please sign an NDA. I did sign the NDA, but everybody else didn't. Jason, you should join the cinematography challenge, the SB50. You should do that. We were going to name it BS because Bill first and then Scott second, but people probably didn't like the idea of a BS 50. Yeah, it just kind of didn't sound as good. But we like to mess around. So it's now the SB50. I got first bidding. I'm okay with that. It works for me. Well, Jason, you've probably heard of the photography challenges, where each week they give you a challenge and have you go out and shoot a picture, and you're just trying to get better. We're doing the same thing with cinematography. So we're going to give you a cinematography, a cinematic move or a feature or a technique every week, and then have you go out and shoot a short little clip. It doesn't need to be a movie, just a clip demonstrating your best usage of that. Like, for instance, the first one is going to be pan. And so panning the camera is just a left and right or right and left. And, using that to tell a story. And that's what the challenge is. So you should go to my videos, Jason, and find the cinematography challenge. And then at the bottom, there's a little Facebook group you can join. And then, you should do it. Oh, Bill, I know. Believe me, I'm not fighting it. But if you look at the bottom right-hand corner of my live stream, I purposefully made the S and the B very, very large and my first name short so that it reads BS. If you can't laugh at yourself. Jason says, you don't like my saturation of shots. I don't like too much saturation on almost anything except for, I don't know, Oompa Loompas. Bertram, what's good, Scott? everything is good. Right now, what's good is a cigar, beer, and a live stream. That's what's good for me. Jason H. loves saturation. That is true. You do. Bill says, now it just sounds like it stands for yep. Jason says, I can pan a pan if you want. There you go. I don't have Facebook. You know, Jason, it's super easy to get Facebook. It's really, really not hard. We'll figure out some other way to submit. I mean, the whole point of the Facebook group is so that you can upload your submission and then everybody else can look at it and review it and talk about it and create that conversation, which is what we're trying to do. Jason, that's how I'm going to open the challenge. Pan a pan or saturation? Or with Facebook. That's why I should stop giving out info till the NDA's out. That's true. Bill stole my pan shot. Yeah. I don't do CIA. Well, the CIA, they don't ever let anybody know. Sometimes they do. Maybe have an email submission also. Maybe. What would they post it on? That's the. And I don't want to throw it on Instagram. Well, I don't. I can't have it be such a pain that we can't do it. For instance, pulling videos off of Instagram is not as much fun as pulling them off YouTube or Facebook. Yeah, Jason, I know you do Instagram because you could take that saturation slider and go whoo, ping, and it breaks, and then you're like, more. Google Drive, and then we can share some of our review. There's a naked saturation shot of me. Pin it now. No, it's a family friendly. Too much saturation on the naked body will make you look like an Oompa Loompa. Google Drive, it'll start to get out of control. It needs to be something where everybody can play the submissions and talk about them. And really, Facebook is the only one that has a group capability like that. Instagram, I think it can get out of control really fast. And YouTube is fine. It's just that, I mean, who's going to upload like a 7-second clip on YouTube? I mean, me, I would, because, yeah, it's cool and trendy, and all the cool kids are doing it. Reminds me when you hit on your knees. Yep. Yep, 9-year-old niece. Jason, make up a fake identity. That's true. You can do that. Well, Jason, make up a second fake identity, because we all know your name's not Jason H. Who names their kid with the last name of H? There's a full name in there. So create another fake identity. Use Facebook. I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC. Hello, Tyler. I was telling the story, Tyler, of the new name for my puppet back here. I did not give away the name yet, but I told how it was found at first. And Tyler was the one that found it in the closed captioning. So it's perfect. A. Saul. I was just visiting a friend, Chris. That's right. I was just dropping off this pizza and alcohol. Oh, those Dateline videos are so bad. And what's weird is how every single one of them seems to think they can talk their way out of it. It's like, oh, I really need to go. Oh, really? Yeah, we didn't think about that. We didn't think about maybe you would actually be breaking the law. We might want to have some cops around. No, yeah, we thought about that. She seemed lonely, and I was trying to teach her this is wrong. I wanted to demonstrate practically you should never do this. Yeah, no. Dateline videos are always wild. There's no real way to spoof a Dateline video without it just really offending everybody. That's a real thing. I know people stealing banjos is a real thing. However, it would be a good Dateline video. Now, Jason, PG, Keep it PG. You're putting too much saturation in the chat. Always with the saturation. Bill Hader's impersonation of Keith Moore. Yeah, it was. Bill Hader's, he's got that really wild voice. It's kind of normal, and then he can get that kind of, it's not guttural, but it's kind of a kind of sound when he talks in deep voice, and it sounds amazing. I like that. Jason, you do need help. Have you considered the Mafia? I understand the Mafia is... You didn't do that, did you? Oh, what a wonderful, wonderful afternoon. It's Friday. The Houston Texans play tomorrow, so that'll be interesting on a Saturday. I don't like these Saturday football games. They throw everything off. Simon says, chug, 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 chug. I don't think I did 4 chugs. I think I did like 2. That was 2. IPAs, you don't chug. They don't go down that right. Going to be watching all day. Texas and the Cowboys. The Cowboys aren't going to win. The Texans aren't going to win either, but I mean, the Texans are better than the Cowboys at this point. I might need to go to the USA to escape. Yeah, come to the USA. Escape. That's what we're known for. Escape to the US. Yeah, let's see. The Texans, my problem is the quarterback of the Texans. He just feels like he's God's gift to the perfect pass. He never really gets the perfect pass, but he feels like, I mean, he gets the ball and he's like, everybody just wait. If you'll just give me a few moments, I will astound everyone with my brilliance and capability by launching the most, and he's tackled. I mean, he holds onto the ball forever. The really good quarterbacks, pick it up, throw it, boom, it's out of their hands and now it's somebody else's problem. But he just constantly, I can escape the pocket. Cool, you can escape the pocket. For what purpose? You just lost 10 yards. I've covered the Texans twice against the Panthers. Had a really good selling shot of Watson last year before the injury. Jason, there's all kinds of places you can hide at my place. The CIA would never find you. They might find you. Let's see. Got some kind of interesting news today. We will be shooting a house for an NFL team owner. My first for my partner. That's awesome. That's you get to charge more, right? No, I bet they're cheap. I bet they're like, no, I want a discount because we're NFL and you won't be able to talk about it because they'll be NDA'd. But a team owner, that's big bucks. That's big bucks. Jason can grow a beard, chop logs, and be a bit mysterious with my English accent. Well, in America, we always use English people to make things seem more intelligent and smart. For instance, this lighter right here. Now, I could sell this lighter to you. I could tell you how amazing this lighter is and how the 2 independent torches of butane firing off in a blue flame that is also windless is the best lighter for your cigar. However, if an English person comes in and goes, well, you've got the perfect torch that blows nice and the wind blows and it does not put out the torch. And you can refill it and look, it even has a perfect little cigar cutter. And all of a sudden people are like, where's my money? Give me my money. Take my money. English voices. So yeah, you can come out here and do some stuff for me. Just signed the NDA a little while ago. You know what? It's worth it. Keep doing that. The more NDAs you sign, I mean, the less fun it is to brag, but the more interesting your stuff is. And eventually, you're usually able to allow some of that stuff out, but it just depends. Can I call you on Instagram? And can you have me on your stream? I don't know. Are you a good boy? Are you gonna be good? You might be famous. I don't. You, how do you call on Instagram? Is that a thing? Try it. See what happens. See if I. No, Rex, you're not going outside. It's not going to happen. No. Lay down. No, don't give me those eyes. 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 That was Australian. So I don't know how you call me. It's not working. Is it supposed to like be special? You're supposed to have a bonding moment? I don't think it works that way. Whoa, where's my... There we go. Thanks, Sally. 10 years there. I don't think... maybe, I guess. I don't know. I like the beard like right at around... like... I don't know, less than an inch, but more than a half an inch. Where it's just enough where you can define the beard, but it doesn't really... Because I pet it all the time. When I had that long beard, I was just like, oh, my precious, my precious. And it just got a little creepy for me. I couldn't do it. I did all the beard balms and stuff, and it worked. You know, keeps it fresh and clean. And but thank you. 10 years younger, I guess. Maybe. I look 10 years fatter. Now my head is like, it looks tiny compared to my body. And I'm sure it's the head that's the problem and not the body. So what else is everybody doing? Tyler, you got anything lined up coming for the future here? Got any shoots? You need any help on any shoots? I'm available. I'm going to be driving to California here, possibly next week. I don't know. I don't have the date yet when I can drive, but really shaking my head, I asked you to. Where did you ask me? I'm working on visual references right now for a music video at the end of the month. Nice. Yeah, I need to. I'm going to drive out to California, and I'm going to make it into like a little mini adventure because, I mean, if you're spending the money to drive to California, the adventure along the way should be nice. However, I don't know what it's going to be like with all the national parks closed and all that. It may be so much fun. New York is better, yes, but New York is the wrong direction, Simon. Why in the world would I drive to New York to get to LA? It doesn't work. I mean, have you looked at a map? Have you considered a map? I think maybe spend a little time more with geology, not geology, what is it? Geometry? No. Well, I guess geometry has a role in it. Geography. There we go. Geo. I don't even know why it's geo, because the Earth is flat anyway. You ever opened a map? I mean, they're flat. It says tired called. I don't know what that means. What does that say? Ivanhoe video chat. Well, let's see. Where's the video chat? I don't know how to do that. Video chat ended. Share on Instagram. I don't know. Let's see here. Where's it going to happen? When's it going to pop up? That's live? I don't want to do a live. I don't want to type. What is this? See, this is why I don't like Instagram. It's no fun. How you do it? Ivanhoe now. See, it doesn't... Nothing ever shows up. When you cast a TV and ad... When am I leaving for LA? I don't know. I will know on Monday, but it could be as early as Tuesday. Simon, maybe you should spend more time with school class offerings. Yeah. Jason, is much easier using Facebook Messenger, and then you can join the group on Facebook also. See, Bill comes up with valid points there. It's not, I mean, the phone, all it says is that you tried to video chat me. Nothing else shows up. It says, Ivan started a video chat, then you ended it. Then you did it again, then you ended it. Never does it tell me anything about you video chatting with me. What do you want me to do? This is why I use Facebook. It's for old people like me. Tyler, we do need to have that lunch soon, and I do have those videos done. We should have that lunch. We should plan to have that lunch like really soon, like Monday or Tuesday. Get an ADD. I find Instagram easier as for some reason I don't get the text for Facebook login. 1 star login code would not recommend. See, I don't do any of that like login junk. I just, I don't put a password on it. I just, if people want to take advantage of me, it's cool. No, I use very complex passwords, and it makes it really easier. I don't know how to answer it. I really don't know how to answer. How do you answer Instagram video chat? Once again, it says you started one. Look, you started one, but you ended it. Nowhere does it say video chat me. It doesn't say that. Mute. Well, I can mute you. But I don't see a video on here of you. No. Video chat ended. It doesn't. There's no. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I'm trying. I want to participate, but ping me your WhatsApp number on Instagram. I don't have a WhatsApp. I don't do WhatsApp. I don't do anything secretive because that's when they target you. The CIA always know what you're. I should probably get one. So, what's that lighting setup you gave me? Work light up. What? What's that lighting setup you gave me to light up the whole 107 seamless? Yeah, I can light it. You're not trying to light it like super bright. When you're lighting seamless, I mean, if you light the seamless as if you're trying to make it beautiful and bright and perfectly exposed, then you just distracted away from your subject in front of the camera. So you want it to be dimmer. You're trying to throw the hint of light and the hint of color from the paper. So you just use like a clamp light. Well, mine's over there, but I mean, is there a way? I'm in like uncomfortable shorts, but I guess let's see if I can do this. Let's do this live and see what happens. I mean, what could go wrong, really? We'll just pan this around. Yeah, this is going to be spectacular. It's not even going to be in focus either. But, you asked for it, so you're going to get it. So, let's see here. And I won't be able to read the chat. And then if Ivan video chats me, I'll never be able to get that. So I don't know what you can see. Let me look at the monitor. Just for a moment. Okay, well, there's blue paper. You can kind of see. All right. Just using the quasar. So you can see on the right-hand side, right here, Over there. Yep, see that? There's a little tiny quasar right there that is doing my side light. Let me go over here. And we'll live demo. I won't be able to see this, but you're going to get, it's probably framed beautifully for my crotch. But we've got the backlight. And then we've got the foreground light, which is right there. And then, you know, that's what you end up with as a beautiful, nice looking, seamless key. And you can see there, I don't know if you can see actually. Yeah, you can see just how much light that's putting off. It's not much at all. I mean, this thing is a 650 watt equivalent. What are we at? We're at 37, so let me brighten that up. So that would be 650 watts right there, equivalent with LED, and I'm sure that's super bright. Dog, fine. Here, go out. You win. You successfully irritated me to the point. Poor guy probably had to go to the bathroom. But yeah, I'm guessing that was all like crotch. Was it all crotch? It's got to be all crotch. But see, when I dim it down to like 37, you're only trying to give it. You're only trying to give it just kind of a hint of light back there. You know, I've got this set with just a simple, and it's just open face here, and it just creates a circle of light. Now, if you went with like a Fresnel, you're going to get this like really kind of gross spot, which is not going to be pretty. And I like pretty, and that's going to be a really gross spot. I mean, that's as wide as it gets with a Fresnel. You open it up, and you get a nice wide, very wide look back there. And then, you know, when you stand on your mark, hey, what's up, Balkum here, or Skywalker better. And yeah, that's my lighting 101 for you. How's that? Did that work for you, Richard? Does that? Well, that is kind of the goal eventually, is to be able to do live lighting demos. And, you know, at least I have it cleaned up enough over there. You can kind of see that. How'd that work? It fit your head in perfectly. Yes, but you're not supposed to see my shorts and my house shoes. That's why I live in my house shoes. Jason is so annoyed. Why, Jason? Or wouldn't the term be miffed? Aren't you miffed? I see where Jason tried to video chat me again. Does anybody know how to use Instagram? Jeez, I mean, I really don't like Instagram. And clearly it shows that I'm quite capable of using it. He wants to have his voice heard. You can sign up for Facebook. Facebook works. Scott's studio is secret TikTok channel. Yes, indeed. Indeed. FaceTime. I don't think he has Apple over there in the UK. They don't do those Apple things. Ruben. Hello, is there any experience with film photography? Oh yeah. Medium format photography, some. Any thoughts or recommendations for medium format cameras? Mamiya. I mean, Mamiya is a fantastic camera. It's a fantastic brand. You can get them like really cheap nowadays. What is it? I think it's the M645. Any other shutterbugs out there can correct me, but I believe the M645 is their like king medium format that is relatively recent for film. It's awesome. You can get it for like $350, and then you can get the lenses for anywhere from $30 to $150. and then you can develop it yourself. If you're going to do color, it's, you know, I don't know if you've ever done color. I don't know if you've ever done any developing, but black and white is far easier than color. A lot easier. I mean, like, exceptionally easy. Wow. There you go. Bill says the C330. What is going on here with my cheap? There we go. Got that black wrap going up there. How do I mount a roll holder on the ceiling? The way I do it, honestly, and is this your house or is it someone else's house? If it's your house, you can screw it to the ceiling. The way I do it, honestly, and did you buy the brackets? Is that what you, here, let me get what I have, and then we can go from there. Scuba dooba 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 da da da. So these are the brackets that I've got, and basically these mount on the wall, and then, wow, really? All right then. Then you get these. And what these do, these go into the end of the roll, and then when you tighten it up, it compresses and forms a really tight bond in there. Then you could take this, and it just goes and slips in here. And then they give you some chains that you can pull, and that way you can get your seamless, so you end up with like this. The way I would mount this to the wall, and the way I do mount it to the wall, is one of them goes on a stud always. So you can find the stud, you screw in 2 screws, you're good there. The other one, you get a piece of plywood. It doesn't matter how big, really about 12 by 12 is fine. You mount this to it, and then you mount the plywood to a stud somewhere that is within the distance between the rolls, and then you screw this in where it mounts up perfectly into the plywood. That way one end's on a stud, the other end is on plywood that's into a stud, and then you're golden. That answer your question? 645, yeah. I'm done with that one. She's the Hasselblad will always be the top. The Mamiya 645 or 6.7 is perfectly capable of anything though. 6.7 is, that's large format, right? Could have bought you a set of those. Of what, Simon? A set of what? You don't drop a those. It's the M645 is like the one. It is one of their most recent cameras before they just stopped making them, and it's really a nice. And they sold for a lot of money originally. Seamless roll hanger. Oh well, I've got like 6 of them. What I don't like about these is they're offset, so they stick out from the wall, and they're designed for really big rolls. And I don't know, I've got many sets of those. Why didn't you bring those to me, Simon? You can bring me anything. Cheese and crackers. Ruben says, thanks for the advice. Yep, absolutely. Alan says, hey, Scott. Hey, Alan. How are you, sir? How's the world hanging for you over there in the West Coast world? Because I didn't know you use. I use everything, Simon. You saw my studio. You saw everything that was my studio, and you saw everything that kept us from doing anything in the studio. So I do everything. Why? Said you're not online. I'm online. I don't know what to tell you. You've now tried to video chat me 5 times. I don't know what to tell you. It's there. Yeah, that was after I was there. Simon, you know me. We go way back. You should be able to know. How'd that lighting demo work for you there, Richard? I didn't see. The lags. Was it lagging? Nah, it's not that bad. Fit your head perfectly. How do I mount the roll? Yeah. Also, yours, the newer one. Lags. Call me. I don't know how to call you, Jason. I don't know how to use Instagram to call someone. Does anybody know? Does anybody use Instagram? Is anybody still using that? I don't see a call function. Boomerang, focus, super zoom, hands free, tap to type, send to. I don't know what this is. Music, normal, boomerang, focus, super zoom, rewind, hands free. I don't know. Someone's going to have to help me out. A whole 9 months. Hey, Simon, it's not about the quantity. It's about the quality. I don't judge you on live YouTube streams. I don't do that. Richard is... go in your direct messages, find the person you want to call, press the video camera icon in the top left-hand corner of your screen. Okay, well, let's try that. I don't want to do that. I don't know what... Richard, you sent me something, but it's a black screen. Maybe. Go to the person. Okay. I'm on the person. And then press the video camera icon in the top left-hand corner. It's in the bottom right. And if I just type this and I reply, remix, repeat. Okay. Okay, that didn't work. I don't think I'm doing this right. Okay, there we go. No? Go to the person. Ivan. We're just live messing around with Scott's... Yeah, see, the camera goes away. The moment I go to the person, the camera goes away. There's message. There's such a, oh, great. Bill sent me a message, and because of that, I just clicked that instead. Hide, turn on. I don't know, Ivan. I don't know what to tell you. I don't think I'm built for this. It's not working for me. Library, photo, video. Send me a video. And I'll send me a direct video. Let's see here. Richard, not on my end. Why is the share button on Amazon missing? I don't know. Copied from Google. Well, Google's like, use circles, friendship circles. They're everything. Richard, I didn't get the answer. Did my live demo of lighting help you with what you were asking about or not? Let me know. Let's see what else is going on. Not dropping too many frames. I'm feeling pretty good about that. Eventually, I'm going to get all the cameras set back up in here, but I've been just going like crazy, shooting all kinds of little things for the lighting stuff. And I will say it was my first time. And Bill wanted to FaceTime me. Not you, Bill, the other Bill. 650 is a lot of watts. True, but it's not running at 650. It's running at about 100. So it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Yeah, I have a clamp light over there, and right now it's lighting up my battery station, and I'd prefer to not undo it at the moment, just because then I can't find my batteries. Jason, exactly. That's why Instagram sucks. Get away from the Instagrams. Get away. Just don't do it. I'm going to walk over here and get some water real quick, so I'll just keep chatting. I'll pretend like I'm reading your feed. Oh, Jason wants to do something on Instagram. I wonder if that would work. I don't know, Jason. Instagram doesn't seem to work a lot for me. Here, let me try. Let me look at my phone. No, it's not. It's not working for me. Yeah, it must be Instagram. Instagram sucks. Yeah, and then yeah, just put a little squirt in there, and I'm just getting my delicious drink, and then I'll be right back. Oh, Richard says. I'm just stalling while I walk back, so it sounds like I'm actually reading it live, but I'm not. And then I'm just going to come back to my... Oh, was the microphone on the whole time? Oh, gosh, gee. Quasar, use Quasar. Okay, so what I was saying on the Quasar... let me find them. I've got to find my quasars. I've got to find my quasars. Here we go. So really, Scott's live streams are just nothing about Scott not actually being on camera. So, what I was saying on this is, you are trying to create a pool of light on the backdrop. You're not trying to create an even light. You actually want it to be gradiated. Which is why, like the circle of light there creates a circle and it gradiates outward into darker and darker. The quasars will do the same thing. The trick is, well, you can't put them like this because then you'll see them behind their head. But if you put them vertically, behind them, pointing at them, and as long as it's on a stand that is below where they are, then it will create this direction. It's going to create a pool, and then it's going to fall off this way. So the lower you put it, the better it's going to be if you're doing like a medium shot. So from the waist upwards, and you have this down further, it's going to create a nice little pool behind them. And then what I was saying is you take your other quasar, you put them back to back. One points to the background, one points to the back of the person. So if this light is behind me, and you're not going to have it like 6 inches, you're going to have it like maybe a foot. But if it's behind me and it's on, it's going to create that same glow that that top light does. It's going to create that edge around your subject. Does that help? Bill says, just joining to see what you were all trying to do. We're trying to do all kinds of stuff. Exchangeogram is better. Exchangeogram. That's one of my favorite movies. I don't know why. Go to Messenger section, and there should be a video icon on the top. Okay, Messenger section. Okay, so the Messenger, if I go to Messenger, which is, where's the Messenger section? That's that one? Nope, that was Instagram TV. That was definitely not it. How do I get rid of that? Messenger, I got direct. Is that what you mean, direct? Send, all I can do is send. Whoa, what's that? Who is that? Oh, I was like, Bill, you sent me something too, and it said you started a video chat, then you ended it. I have a Great Dane trying to jump in my lap. This is ridiculous. Oh, you got a lap dog. And Simon has a Great Dane too. And then Bill Hertzing has miniature Great Danes, which are not called Great Danes. They're called Whippets. Whippet good. Are we working in Facebook? I have a Greyhound, not a Great Dane. Same thing. Oh my God, they're all like gray. Well, Greyhounds are like bigger Whippets, and Great Danes are just like horses. I like the old Pit. He respects me. I don't like pits. I'm not a pit guy. I don't. They look funny. Do what Howard said. I am trying. Okay, Simon also sent me a video, but it's not coming through as video. You know what? All right, I'm going to do something I never do, and I'm going to hate it. I'm going to hate that you made me do this because I don't like doing this stuff. I'm going to update my Instagram. I do not like doing it because they always take something away. They always make it worse. There we go, update. There's new features and improvements. Oh man, when they started doing that in the App Store, that made me so mad. They used to have to tell you every single thing they changed, which allowed me to choose whether I wanted to update. Then it was like, well, we just put new bug fixes and improvements. I don't like pits. You're never going to get me to like a pit. It's not going to happen. What app are we testing? Apparently we're testing Instagram and Instagram live video. I'm just not a fan. Let's see. It's always amazing. It says there's 3 people, but there's well more than 3 people. Jason, did we already lose you? I bet you disappeared. You're like, oh, I can't Instagram. I'm not playing anymore. Well, I have to do that with an English accent though. Richard, did you see what I was saying with the quasars? You're going to have to let me know so that I don't continue talking about them. Let's see here. What else is going on out there in the wonderful world of filmmaking? Let's see. Simon, are you going to join the SB50 challenge? And Bill Hertzing, are you going to join the? Yeah, you're joining that one. And then Richard, are you joining the SB50 challenge? I think it'd be good. You don't know? Come on, Simon. It's okay. We believe in you. You don't have to participate every week. Just participate. Let's see. Who else? We're going to get Jason on Facebook before he's going to join in. Bertram, when does the challenge officially start? Bill, you've got it, what, next week you're going to drop the video for the first one? That's why we call it the SB50, because it's going to take us 2 weeks to get it going. I'll do something. So, yeah, the first one is going to, I think, are we dropping on Fridays? I think that's what we're doing. Yeah, Friday. So we're going to drop on Fridays. That gives you the weekend and then a week to kind of put it together and send it in. And then I guess we'll be running a week behind on reviews. So, because we'll give you the next challenge on that next Friday. Yeah, it would be better if we waited a week because there'll be people putting stuff in like Thursday before, and to try to edit a video right before Friday, that would not be reasonable. So if we skip a week and then we're just rolling 2 weeks behind for reviews, and then we can still all have the great conversations in the Facebook group. So everybody is welcome to comment on, hey, I like this, or wow, I never thought about doing that, or this is cool, what if you did this? And we can have all that kind of discussion in Facebook, and then we will be picking stuff and talk about what we want to talk about that way. Bill, that was a challenge. Yeah, Bill Howard, how come you let that one guy in without him answering the questions? I saw that. But he does seem to be a human being who wants to do the challenge. I want to be like Scott. Well, Bill, first thing you're going to have to do is get your microphone. Yeah, have y'all even noticed that I don't have the tape anymore in my hat? Yeah, what I did was I cut 2 little slits, and then I slipped the little lapel in just in the slits. That way I don't ever have to worry about it again. It also doesn't show up anymore. You don't see it sticking down all the time like you used to. I'm on photography more right now. Well, okay, Richard, but it's going to help. It really will. Bill, there are like 2 questions. No, Bill, there's like 3 questions. I thought you said you had 3. Because I'm desperate. You're so sneaky. Yeah. Is anybody going to NAB this year? I'm interested to find out. I am now that I'm full time and money is not quite as prevalent. I am, of course, on the fence about how to get there, but I think what I'll end up doing is doing a road trip out to NAB, and then the same thing for Cinegear, I think. Anybody going NAB? Simon, you going to NAB? Simon, you could fly to Austin, and then we could road trip to NAB. That'd be fun. I'm likely going. It'll depend on other left coast shoot stuffs around then. Yep. Yeah, it's a good time. I just like my little week in Vegas. With the drop frames and the 720p, it's hard to see all the new modifications to your mic setup. Going to San Diego March 15th through 17th. Then I'm going up to LA for a bit. Well, look at you. Debating just staying out there that way until NAB. Wow. Somebody's rolling in it. Gee. Well, if you got a place to stay, then I'll come cruise out there, and maybe I'll just work them up. That's actually something I want to do. If I can figure out a place to crash for a few weeks, I'll go to LA and just hang and pull some jobs with some friends. Be cheaper than flying home and back? I don't know if it's cheaper. Well, maybe for you. I mean, cheap, right? Flights are cheap right now. Flying to LA is like $200 and back. Where would you stay, though, for a month? Where because there are no cheap hotels in Las Vegas or Los Angeles. Los. That is, and even the Airbnbs can get quite pricey. Although I wonder, I could hook up with my Venice Beach guy, maybe cut him a deal. He charges so much for his deal, but he might just cut me a deal. Tim, do it. Road trip with me. Do it. That would be fun. We could have so much fun along the way, and then hang in NAB, and then road trip back. That'd be awesome, man. Do that. So, what? Everybody's texting me. Well, Simon, control yourself. Try to use long sentences instead of short sentences. Hey, there you go. Erica Black Walker just asked to join the SB50. That's live right here. We're accepting live submissions. Hey Tim, you should check out our SB50 challenge, where we're doing one cinematography challenge a week. Super light challenges. They're just like a camera move or various stuff like that. It'll get more complex as we go, but it'd be kind of fun. It'd be fun to have some pros out there as well. That way we can all learn from each other. Geography, we went over that once. It's a bit of a drive. Oh man, there's some nice roads though. Whew. And Oregon, I need to get back up to Oregon. There's already so many places I want to get back up to on the West Coast, and I need to get to the Middle Coast and the East Coast before I go back and do those. Yeah, because like Oregon, I never really got to do Portland, and I really would like to have a place where I could hang for a few days safely and not, because I don't know the area that well. And I mean, I was sleeping at, what was it? It was it's where the Spruce Goose is up in, it's close to Portland. And it's a huge like aviation museum, and supposedly you could park in there, and there were probably 15 other people parking there in the parking lot at night, and it felt fine. I didn't have any problems, but you just never know. So I would love to have a place where I could actually go for 3 days, have a plan of knowing I'm going back there, and then go venture out. That was always my problem since when I was on my trip with Denver. Denver kind of scared me right up front because in Denver you can't sleep anywhere in the city. I mean, you're not sleeping in a van in a parking lot anywhere. It's not happening. They'll tow you, throw you in jail, whatever they want to do. And all the surrounding cities are the same way. So ever since then, I was always concerned about where to sleep. And I was always looking for that next place, not trying to find it at 3 o'clock in the morning, because in Denver, I didn't get to bed till like 3 in the morning that night trying to find a place. And then the next morning, I was looking for, is there a better place to go? And there were other places, but basically you need to go there to camp, not just show up. That doesn't work for a van road trip. It's, we are live, right? It says we're live. It reset the drop frames again. I hate when it does that. Ugh. Is everybody still there? I don't know if it dropped or. I mean, when it completely like stops and then it goes back, just came back on. How long was it out for? Ah, man, my ISP buffering. My ISP keeps doing that. They'll drop for like 30 seconds and then come back. Yep, whole stream drop for a couple seconds. Okay, couple seconds. I can deal with that. The only thing that I don't like when it does that is YouTube doesn't understand that I'm continuously live streaming, so it'll actually create 2 YouTube streams out there, which stink because people go to my channel to see my next video, and it shows like 2 live streams, and they're just a continuation. I have to go in there and rename them. Good story time. Oh, yeah. So, what is everybody doing on this wonderful Friday evening for some, afternoon for others? Yeah, Bill Howard, you need to get that microphone situation going. You need to get that nailed down. I don't know what microphone you have. You said you had it like USB plugged into your laptop. Get it closer to you. Pull up into like a mid shot and get that microphone closer. Actually coming in at 240. See, I don't know why, because I'm streaming out right now with 0 drop frames at a full bore at 1080p. It was no better. That's weird. Wonder what. I'm gonna try something here. I'm gonna boost my settings, see what happens. I'm gonna take it to the next level. I did this once before. We had lots of drop frames. All right, we are cranking up the stream now. Let's see what we get now. Stream is healthy. We got stream analytics, messages. I'm not dropping any frames. How's that going? You're just like a 16-bit video game. Back to 1080. Still have a boom set up. Hey, Jason's back. Up to 480. That's weird. Oh, I'm dropping frames now, but I'm pushing it at 2,500, 2.5 megabits, which I expect to drop frames. I usually, that is hilarious. Tim, it blocked you because you said the word hate. Isn't that a little sensitive? I mean, really, just using the word hate, dropping much more now. Not able to go audio. It's affecting me psychologically. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to try something here. I'm going to play this back. Okay, let's see. I'm live. 4, 5. I'm just clapping to see the delay here. I'm streaming in 1080. What's wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all? UPS does it better. I'm like watching myself, right, which is really odd because I keep doing this, and now I'm clapping, and then it's, wow, that's just freaking me out. You freaking me, baby, driving me crazy. Okay, I had to stop that because that was getting the singing. I had to stop the singing. That's weird. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna drop my settings back to 1500 because I care. And then I mean I can do now. I don't want to do the. If I change the format, I have to go. All your base belong to us. That's an 8-bit video game. Bill, yeah, exactly. He said the word hate got kicked, but the others were cool. Yeah, apparently they're cool. Those aren't words of hate. Those are build-up words. That's a bad joke. Refresh to get. Wow. Okay. I don't know. I don't understand the Facebooks. Because according to this, I'm uploading with no drop frames. According to this, I was streaming with no problem at all. And I was streaming at 1080. Right now, it says, well, your video output's low because I am doing a variable bitrate. I can switch that. We will lose, if I go to constant bitrate, I will absolutely lose keyframes now. Let's see what that does. Test. It should pump up my video output here. How's that? Is that any better? I'm constant now. Okay. Jason, quit. Good evening from Germany. Well, good evening, Louis Photographic. How are you, sir? Let's see, still not blocked. I'm going to block you, Jason. PG, buddy. PG. Is your upload speed with your ISP, that is a little iffy? Yes and no, because the drop frames here are reporting the stream. So on OBS, it'll tell you, because OBS itself is the one that actually does the streaming, not YouTube. So it's streaming up to YouTube, and it's reporting back drop frames. So I usually can tell when I'm buffering badly. At this point, it says it's not. So I don't think it is my upload that's the problem. I think it's actually YouTube's, because I'm going to a specific server. Maybe that server is overloaded. I can bump myself way up here. Let's see what happens. Output. Let's take it to 4.5 megabits. But we drop some frames now. Come on, baby. Let's drop some frames. Oh, yeah, we're cranking up now. Oh, we're dropping. Yep. We're going to drop that back down. Let's go 2,000. Let's try a happy medium. All right. So right now, I can't reset my drop frames, but I'm not dropping frames. I'm uploading consistently right now at 1.5 megabits. Not dropping any frames. It shows good. I don't know, you tell me. Let's see here. Tyler joined the SB50 so he could grow a beard like you. Maybe. Tyler's already got a nice, sexy beard. Mein Deutsch, like, gut. I don't know what it went away, and that's just crappy bitrate. Now, Jason, you're speaking a different language. It's okay, and dropped. Dropping now. You keep lagging. Refresh brought it back. Better at the moment. That was his question response. Okay. I made some Memphis-style hot ribs the other day using a little bit at Tony's and other spices. Yeah? Why'd you go Memphis-style with the Tony's? tell us something about the cinematography challenge. Sure, Lewis. So Bill Howard, who is on here as well, he's the one who came to me with the idea, and it works out great. But basically what it is once a week, on a Friday, we're going to release a video. It will be going back and forth. So this first week, next Friday, it'll be on Bill's channel. And then the next week, it'll be on my channel. And we'll go back and forth. And we will be choosing a challenge. And the challenge are not difficult. The first one's going to be panning. So tripod panning. And so we'll give a couple of examples of creative uses of panning and then send you out on your way to go see what you can do to try to tell a quick little story. And we're talking like 7 seconds, nothing special. Just a quick little story. So, I mean, think of like panning. You can have all these things on here and you can pan all the way around and then you get to this and then a message pops up on your phone. That's a quick reveal. So I pan interest, and I stop on the interesting thing. So panning that way, we'll have tilt, we'll have jib moves, we'll have dolly moves. All of these things will come up with various ways you can do it. So like Bill and I discussed on the dolly move, you don't have to have a dolly. You can use a towel. Just slide it across the floor, slide it across the table. Those things work. I was telling him one of my first dollies that I ever did was a piece of plywood and a couple of rolls of Pillsbury biscuit rolls. And you just roll it that way. You know, it worked. So that's basically the challenge. And then when you're done with your submission, just submit it up to the Facebook group. And it'll be all together. And then just, talk to other people. See what other people did for their submission. Because it's not a mine is better than yours. It is a, ooh, I see what you did there. Or, hey, what if you did this? It's to get that conversation going and to get you thinking about ways to use that simple technique to do something. Hey, look at that. Ivanhoe, it says call declined. Wait, Instagram. Face ID. Wow. Calling. Let's see if this is going to work. Maybe the Instagram update worked. This is calling. No, Ivanhoe's not going to do it. Yeah, only with Facebook. We can't figure out how to do it with Instagram because we want to be able to. Didn't join. I'm calling you back. I'm going to keep calling you. With Instagram, we can't download the videos. We can't incorporate those easily. And then also, it would be a different location for discussion. We'd like the discussion to be just for, just in one area. So, I mean, if you don't have Facebook, I mean, the best thing I can tell you is, I mean, just sign up with don't use it. Just use it for group. And then, that way you can contribute that way. I don't use WhatsApp. Stop trying to make me cool. Let's see here. Entering the contest is on my YouTube, special delivery. So you give a task and we have to try to do it. Right, exactly. Haven't been happy paying for YouTube Premium. It's not that much, and it's well worth not seeing all those ads as much as I use YouTube. Between you, me, and the fence post, download AdBlock. I mean, if you download AdBlock Plus, it's free, and it blocks every YouTube ad. It's worth it. Now, when you come to my channel, then you should super chat me because that way I won't get your 2 cents for my video ad. Let's see. What about email? So email would work for submissions, but then you can't join the discussion. And that's what we're wanting to do is to kind of promote a sense of community with people who are creating. And it's not just think of it this way. If you submitted something and it was good, but it didn't have anything in there that we really wanted to nitpick, then we may not include you in the YouTube video when we talk about it, which means you have absolutely no feedback on your your submission. But if you uploaded it into the Facebook group, then the other people will also be able to give you insight. So at least you're not out in the cold, because we're not going to be able to post everybody's videos. It's not going to work. I mean, this thing could grow way out of control quickly, in which case we want that sense of community to help each other as well. And if there's something that's like really outstanding, we're going to probably select that one and use it. And if there's something that's like really like needs some guidance, then we might select that one. And we're not doing it to poke fun at anybody or anything like that. It's to help people. I mean, that's what I love to do. I do this. I'm live streaming. I set up all these videos. I do it all to help people because I love the satisfaction that I get by sharing what I have learned from what other people have taught me. So that's kind of that sense of community, and Bill's the same way. I sent them a photo of myself holding a piece of paper with the code to regain access to my account with a very unsatisfied look on my face. Hopefully this will work. Okay. Yeah, I'd prefer to not have the discussion between you guys and other folks in the challenge. I'd prefer to have the discussion between just you guys and the other folks in the challenge. Won't be real interesting in what the public has to say about anything I shoot in the challenge. Well, it would not be the public. It would only be people in the group. So the concept being is that to be in that group, you need to be a participant in that group. It's not, we're not letting every Joe in there. You need to actually be participating. That doesn't mean you have to upload every week. That's not the point. The point is that you are there to learn. You're not there to be a jerk and say, oh, this sucks, or things like that. You're there because you are interested in what other people might do, because I guarantee you that other people can do things you just never thought of. And it's all being used with a pen. And so all you have to do is just apply that knowledge. And so we want to be able to have everybody help everybody, because that's what my other buddy Bill in here always tells me, is that you can learn at least one thing from every person that you meet. And it's true. You can. Bill will need a lot of guidance. Okay, now I understand it. Richard, can you still be a jerk and say this sucks playfully? No, that's not the environment that we're wanting, because it's the internet, and that means that, excuse me, you're playing, but they don't know that. And that's not right. And I would not want I don't want to create that animosity in that group. I want this group to be a bunch of people who are really, truly interested in learning and sharing and, helping each other. And that's the spirit of it. And that's what we're going to try to stick to as much as possible. So, if it's not your game, it's not what you want to do, cool, it's no problem. But if it's something that interests you and you want to learn from others and see what, because there's going to be people in there. I'm talking to a couple of friends who are like A-list, B-list, A-B-list, A+, that area, just to kind of have them kind of come through and just shoot something periodically for this, because I need to learn. There's so much I can learn from everybody else. So I'll give you my examples, but my examples are from the depth of this knowledge. But there's a whole world out there. So I went on live feed and kept sending you a send. I am live feeding on Instagram just for you. Well, I don't see. It says now feeding. I don't know what that means. Oh, hold on. Now this phone. Everybody else ditching Apple? All right, so let's see what we got here. Oh. Try again, Jason. I went to click Instagram, and the icon for Instagram was right when you popped up with a video chat, and I clicked cancel. Let's try it again. I'm in Instagrams. I haven't sent their Watch a live video. Well, how can it be a live video if it's... Okay, there we go. Okay. Ding. So, what do you think, Lewis? Is that something that's interesting to you? Do you like that format? I mean, we're fairly happy so far, but it hasn't functioned yet. It hasn't. We're not live with it. We're live with the group and we're live with the concept, but we haven't issued the first challenge. So, I mean, there's going to be a couple of speed bumps, and we may have to alter that a little bit as we go. But does that format kind of work for you? Any ideas for a 2 to 3 minute short? Yeah, I got lots of ideas for 2 to 3 minute shorts. I've got pages and pages and pages of 2 to 3 minute shorts. I wonder if that would be a fun... I always like those challenges. Where do I find the group? If you go, Lewis, to the YouTube channel, you can go to my YouTube channel or Bill's YouTube channel and find the video that talks about the SB50 challenge. It was released this morning. Then in that video, there's a link to the Facebook group in there, and you can just click on that. All right, I'm going to accept. Hey! It works.
It took forever.
He's English. There we are.
Whoa.
All right, we're live. I'm good. Do I have to blur out your identity? This is Jason.
Hey everybody. I finally got my 5 seconds of fame.
There you go. Do I need to pump up the saturation on this to work, or is it?
Yeah, I didn't do a saturation to get going. Wow, it's so weird actually having it's so weird actually having a conversation with you.
Right. Well, we can have that more often. Should do that. So there's the setup here. There's the camera, and everything is.
Is that the red?
No. Oh, the red's over there, and the red's right there.
Oh wait, there's a lot of lag.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, there's the red. Yep. Yeah, I had to.
Do I sound like what you expected me to sound like, Mr. Balkum?
Your voice is deeper. That doesn't usually translate to English. I don't normally think of a deeper voice, but your voice is, it's English. Sounds about right.
What's me?
Is that?
How would you like my voice to sound?
Well, no. You're kind of like deep and raspy. I don't normally hear like English people deep and raspy. Normally you hear them. What's that? Well, yeah, well,
So look at us all hanging out
right?
in the studio.
If I could figure out how to do this into this, I'd be a much happier person. I don't know how to do it. I mean,
Can they not see me at the moment? Are you saying my 5 seconds?
I'm on the phone. Yeah, I have to hold it for them to see.
Hey guys! I don't usually like to be on camera, but
Yeah, I want to be able to do it because like Simon is one of those that I want to have as a guest host on here at times, and there's so many others that I want to have as guest hosts on here, and I can't seem to get it to work with the way that OBS works. So
what the hell? I have no idea what any of that means. But...
OBS is this software over here. And this is...
Well, you basically brought me into the world of cameras. I have some great script ideas. So we definitely need to work together.
Well, we can work on that. We don't want to do it on live because everybody will get it.
I've actually spoken to Oliver Stone's son about one of the scripts, and he said he was very interested.
Interesting. Well, we can chat about it.
I just throw it out there. It's a sequel to Scarface.
All right. Well, let's do this a little bit later, and we can chit chat about the movie ideas. And I just want to get your face on there for everybody.
Bye, guys.
Yep. All right. We'll talk to you later.
Peace.
Yep. How was your quality of video chat? It seemed it was good. Okay. All right. So we've done that now. Let's see here. Dreaming of that. Which part, dreaming of that, were you talking about, Lewis? Yeah, I would like to, I mean, where I want to go with my channel is like some of the other bigger channels that are out there. I want to get to the point where we can actually do some like short film contests and to see what people can do. I'm not there yet. I'm not of the size to do that yet. I don't have a draw to get like manufacturers to like want to give us stuff to give away to you. So, I mean, I do what I can when I get stuff, but I mean, it's just not there yet. But that's my intentions of my channel. It's exactly 0000 in Germany. Dreaming of ideas for shorts. Oh boy. How did I do? You did great, Jason. You made it. You're officially rebroadcast. And you'll be forever rebroadcast because I always keep all my live streams. Dreaming of ideas for shorts. So, Lewis, the best way to do a short video, because I mean, short videos, they're not really like life-changing. They can be if it's like, awareness for cancer. But I mean, when you're typically doing a little 3-minute short, you're telling a small, short little story. Those happen to you 100 times a day. I mean, I could do a 3-minute short on how to get Instagram to play live video on a phone and the struggles and challenges. And the video would all be me going, whoop, no, yep, no, yep, no, yep, no. I mean, that's a 3-minute short. You happen to run across these ideas every day of your life. You go to the grocery store. You get the cart with the wobbly wheel. Well, that's cliche. Everybody's got that. But what happens when it vibrates the chip bag? So when you pick up the chips, they're all crushed. That's 3 minutes short. Facebook, no, let's see. Let's see on Facebook. Okay, yep. Dropping frames. Yeah, I don't like this. I'm going back to variable. The constant bit rate, it throws out 2 meg at all times, where variable will allow it to like run up and run down as needed, and so it makes it. But you said it already. Well, I have thousands of them. I'm not giving you my best ones. Come on. I've got lists and lists and lists. I was just trying to go through the day of every single thing. I could make a 3-minute short here. I don't know why I haven't. Of just trying to clean the gunk off when it wasn't gaffer tape. It was duct tape. That's a 3-minute short right there. I plan on doing a whole cigar video at some point. I just haven't done it. What am I hitting? Oh, okay. So, I mean, just look to every day for an idea of a 3-minute short. Looking forward to like getting that drink at the end of the day, or looking forward to the perfect reheated spaghetti from 2 nights ago, and everything you do stops you from getting to that spaghetti. You pull out the spaghetti bowl and you rip the handle right off the bowl coming out of the refrigerator. You're like, oh gosh, and you happen to save the bowl before it hits the ground. Now you take it up top and you turn around to grab something to clean up the handle mess, and you knock it with your elbow. Now the spaghetti bowl goes that way. So you grab it before it stops, and then you stick it up in the microwave. You press the microwave, you press start, it turns on, and it turns off immediately. I mean, you can go through like 70 different things that keep you from getting that bowl of delicious 2-day-old spaghetti. That's a short idea. Try that. If you like spaghetti. You probably don't like spaghetti, but it's German. So let's see, German. Kartoffelpufers and sausage. There we go. So you've been dreaming of making or eating delicious Kartoffelpufers. And schnitzel. There we go. Let's see here. If you get on Facebook, shoot me a request. I have some ideas for a short I'm playing with. There you go. Also, feel free to friend me on Facebook. I don't. I'm not unreasonable. If you don't want to friend me, follow me. It's cool. It works on that. I personally like shorts. There are like real films. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's reasonable. Because everyone is civil. They just stare. There was just announced winners of 1 minute shorts that were really cool. That's cool. Yep, there we go. Lewis is going to do it. Could you try and say, yes, I can. Hold on. Exconation. Exconation. How about that? Exconation? How about that? How's that work? How bad was that? My niece actually spent several years in Germany. She was an exchange student, so she'd be like just chewing that up. I forget where she was. It was an odd place. And oddly enough, there is a Balkum, Germany, if you look on a map. But if you look on Google, it doesn't exist. I don't get that. You ever heard of Balkum, Germany? Not bad for the first time. What time is it in England, Jason? I could send that message to my niece and see what she's. Of course, I could just Google it and it would tell me exactly. Groningen. I don't know. What does it stand for? Encouragement? All I know with German is that it takes a really long, lengthy word to describe a simple thing. There's the Californian too. It was the one my niece told me. She's like, in America we say rear wheel drive for a car, but in Germany there's no word that says rear wheel drive. You actually describe the process by which the wheels are driven. I think in the word, I don't know. I have an intense short. You wake up, you rush down the stairs, you're rushing to get to work, you accidentally pour coffee on your trousers, you swap your trousers, and you put a fry up on, and you quickly see. I don't think your idea. I have a short that I did. It was called The Weatherman. It was, gosh, do I even have that? It was so bad. It was like 4 years ago. Let's see if I can find it. Hang your trousers, leave your keys, mobile trousers back down, rear wheel drive. How you get? I can't even say that. Yeah, that. I can't even do it justice. Let's see here. Oh, run out here, fire alarm. Yeah, see your short sounds very familiar to me, Jason. Not because it's the same exact idea, but it's a very similar idea. Where is it? That's not it. Yeah, I had one called Weatherman. Basically, the guy was a complete and total klutz. Everything goes wrong. He can't do anything right. He tells his wife to microwave the cereal for like 3 minutes. Just everything about him is wrong. And then you find out that he's a weatherman, and it all makes sense because they're the only people in the world that get paid to be wrong. Where is it? I've got it here somewhere. Weatherman. There we go. And I don't have a preview done of it. That's sad. Weatherman. Well, I tried. It exists. I just never released it because reasons. Ooh, we are dropping frames like crazy, aren't we? Output. Let's go to 1000 variable bit rate. There we go. That's good. Mine was off the map. Yeah, that. So, nah. Is a squirrel? And the time is 11 to, oh, she's asleep. Yeah, I can't. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have been live streaming here for 2-ish hours because it reset the clock on me. Anybody have any questions before, Richard, how did that go? You need less coffee? Yeah, I get that. I don't like coffee that much, so yeah, I need less coffee too. Anybody have any questions before I close it out? Questions or comments I can answer? I'm always happy to do so, but I don't want to just make this like 7 hours long. My voice will start to sound like Jason's. Well, look at that. We're getting some people asking. That's cool. I see the SB50 group is going. So all you people who are not on Facebook, just go sign up with Facebook. Don't let your mom know that you're on Facebook and just join up for that. And no one else is going to see your stuff except for that group. What's wrong with your voice? You've got party guy voice. That's what you have, Jason. It sounds like me right about now, but it sounds like you were out till the wee hours of the morning, which is technically now. And you were partying all night long, kicking back a few pints, and getting smashed. And now you're kind of like the next morning, you're like, hey, how's it going? I've got party guy voice. That's what your voice sounds like, party guy voice. Okay, try to join the group for me today. Right, there you go, Lewis. Yeah, okay. Well, if nobody has anything else smashed, I'm going through some stuff at the moment. I know the mob. The mob is after you. I get it. We'll chat. So as always, everyone, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section down below. I do try to read and respond to each and every one, even if it's just to say thank you. You can follow me on all social medias at Scott Balkum. I do have a Patreon if you want to support me that way. I greatly appreciate Patreon. Or if you want to super chat me anytime, super chat me. I'm all up for that. And then don't forget to click subscribe, because this is also a community, and this community is growing. It is a slow growing community, but it's very grassroots. I'm not trying to force this community on anybody. I want it to grow on its own, because then I know the people that are in it are going to be solid, good people. And we want you to be a part of this community. We want you to participate. And the best way to do that is to subscribe to this channel. Also, don't forget to subscribe to or join the SB50 challenge group, because that's a cool group, and it's going to be a cool challenge. And I look forward to going through all these with Bill and seeing what we can do. It's going to be awesome, we hope, for everyone. And as I like to leave it, don't let your passions center around your life. Let your life center around your passions. Super Chat is YouTube. Peace, everybody. Have a great evening.